If you join the Global Information Network, not only are you going to get a ticket to your choice, either this summer conference in Beverly Hills or the fall conference with me, 3 days in Chicago, I'm also going to give you a 5-night, 6-day luxury cruise on the Norwegian Cruise Line magnificent ship, the Pearl.
This is the Kevin Trudeau Show.
I am exposing the corruption in government and in major multinational corporations. We're telling you the things that they don't want you to know that will make your life better.
The greatest kept money-making secret of all time. And you're lucky because I'm going to give you the real Reader's Digest version. And you don't know what that is still, but I will give you a short summary. I will expound later because I got a couple things I want to show you. And I want to give away a few things. The greatest kept money-making secret of all time is if you look at anybody and everybody who makes money. Now let's define this first off. Because if you have $1 million in net worth, you're called a millionaire. That means nothing. A millionaire started as an amazing level of success back in the early 1900s. So in 1910, if you were a millionaire, in today's money, that means you had over $100 million in assets. That's what you were worth. So a millionaire today means nothing. So it starts at $100 million. So unless you have or have had $100 million in assets, and back in those days, it was in cash. It wasn't in real estate and stocks that you couldn't sell. It was in cash money. It was in cash, $100 million in cash. And a person was earning back then between 8 and 10% dividends or interest a year on that money. So in today's world, let me put this in perspective. Somebody has $100 million and that money, they don't have to work a day in their life. That money earns them approximately $1 million a month. So just imagine that you don't work. You don't have a business or a job, you do nothing. But every month, $1 million is deposited into your bank account. And it will be for the rest of your life. Okay, you got to pay taxes on it. But can you live? I mean, you might struggle a little, I suppose, right? That's wealth. And that's really where it starts. It's having complete financial freedom and independence. You don't have to work a day in your life, and you're making about $1 million a month. Your money and assets are paying you, and you don't have to go to a board meeting. You don't have to do any consulting. You don't have to make a phone call. You don't have to do anything. You are 100% financially independent. That's what financial independence and freedom means. You don't have to do anything, and the money just keeps pouring in and pouring in and pouring in. And I'll tell you, when you start, in the days before apps, phone apps and everything, now you can check the bank balance. Back in my day, I'd always call my banker, no matter where I was in the world. How much money was deposited into my account today? $87,500 today, Mr. Trudeau. That was a good day, thank you very much. The next day I'd call, how much was deposited into my account today? Today was $24,000. Thank you very much. And I would call every day and he would tell me how much money was deposited into my account. And no matter where I was in the world, back then you had American Express offices, I would say, I happen to be in Bellagio in Italy right now, and I'd like to get some money. My pleasure, sir. How much would you like? We'll send it to the American Express office. Let me find one for you, and I'll call you back, and you go there and you get the money. I mean, it was a different world. Today it's even easier. But that's financial freedom and independence, being able to just do whatever you want, be able to pay for it, and have money just pouring in without you doing anything. If you look at all the people today that are in that category, that's real money. What is the one thing that's different with them compared to everybody else? There's one thing, by the way. There's one. Did I tell you? There's one? There's only one. Is there two? No, there's one. There's one difference. There's one thing that they all have versus everybody else. That one thing is they're all a member of a private association, secret society, or private club or private group. Every single one of them. Being part of either, let's call it Skull and Bones at Yale University, or a member of the Harvard Alumni Club, a lot of billionaires in that, or a member of some of the other secret societies or groups that have been very powerful, such as Freemasons. Some of them are members of just very exclusive country clubs or other groups or associations. There's a group called YPO, Young Presidents Organization. There's a lot of groups. Every one of these people are part of a group of like-minded people, which means they're motivated, they're successful, they're enthusiastic, they're positive, they're big dreamers, they are creators, they're manifestors. And when you get that group together, just like I talked about earlier in the meditation segment, you have a exponential effect of power. What this does, it does something very specific to the brain. Just the other day, I was watching a very good video, and I'm going to get more data on it, because this is what I've known. Quite frankly, I was shocked that there's actual real research done on this today, because this is one of the secrets that we knew for a long time. It's the hippocampus in the brain is small in poor people and it's big in rich people. It basically creates a vibration and frequency that attracts money into your life. In all wealthy families, in all testing, that part of the brain is bigger in the offspring in wealthy families and smaller in poor communities and poor families. It's not racial. It has to do with how much money you're making. And this is a biological thing. We know with brain testing, the biology of the brain, such as the pineal gland and the hippocampus and others, affect the vibrational frequency that you can put out. This is why when somebody is trying to use the law of attraction and they're trying to visualize their goals and feeling now as if they were in attainment of those goals and putting out that vibration, some people get results and some people don't. Those who don't get results, if you just look in the brain, the hippocampus is very small. So they can't broadcast properly. They have too much counter-intention frequency going against them. Those that do manifest, it's very large. And so the question is, how does it get large? If you have it small, can it get bigger? Yes. Yes. That's what the money processes are all about. That's what the training that's in part of the Global Information Network, the Success Mastery Course. And that's why I put together the Global Information Network. You know what the number one fastest way to make that grow and get faster is associating with other like-minded people. That's why the Global Information Network was set up, so that people could then, for the first time, start associating with others, and that synergistic effect at major weekend functions or day functions or just group masterminds when they're on a Zoom call together or just calling each other. That interaction with other like-minded people helps it grow, which is why it's always large in wealthy families, because they're always interacted and they're connected on a DNA level. When you're a member of our club, you get connected by going through an induction ceremony with the other members. And this helps that grow. This is the number one thing that can help that grow, which can help you manifest goals, dreams, and desires in your life. And then doing the money processes obviously blows out all those charges. And this is why when people left the money process, they're walking into walls. If I were to test them, the size of their that part of the brain is going to go up dramatically. It would go up dramatically. So And this is why when we do the money processes, and there's the email address if you want more information, just write moneyprocesses@kevintrudeau.com. But this is why when people come into Chicago to do the money processes, I take everybody to dinner. So that night, after the money process, I take them all to dinner. This way I can put my frequency and energy into the whole group. And this is the magic. This is now scientifically proven to be true. So I'm going to do something here. The club that I formed, and as you know, look, I don't have any sponsors yet on this show. We're just blowing through money, and when people make donations to the fan club, when people do anything, we pay for the expenses here, and then after that, all the money goes to the Federal Trade Commission for my legal issues. So I'm going to do something here that's going to help you dramatically. We have a couple events coming up. We have one coming up in Beverly Hills, California this summer. It's for our level 5 members or above. I'm going to allow you, if you are not a member of the Global Information Network, if you join the Global Information Network and you upgrade to level 5, I'll give you a free ticket. I'll let you use the free event ticket for that event in Beverly Hills. And I'm going to show you a video in a second. The second option is you can come to Chicago this fall, and you can come to that absolutely free. All you have to do is join the Global Information Network. You don't have to go to level 5. You can just join the Global Information Network, and we'll give you a free event ticket for Chicago's weekend event. And these are powerful. Now, we have a summer conference video. So let's show that now, just to give you a little taste of what you can get absolutely free.
For the Global Information Network's Level 5 and Above exclusive Summer Conference 2024. This year, we are taking you to where Jen has never gone before. A brand new and ultra exclusive destination for the elites all across the world. Somewhere with a global reputation for its celebrity residents and guests. The hub for the wealthy in the West Coast. Referred to as the stage of the world. Beverly Hills, California. This year's summer conference will be held at the luxurious and iconic Beverly Wilshire Hotel in Beverly Hills, California. Only 30 minutes away from the famous Santa Monica Pier and Venice Beach. And even closer to the iconic Dolby Theater and Hollywood Boulevard's iconic Walk of Fame. You can feel the history. It's almost 100 years of legendary people, memories, and iconic events. The Beatles holding a press conference in the Champagne Room. Fans sending love notes up to Elvis's suite. This hotel proudly welcomed the Hollywood's elite for nearly a century, and it's located in a prime position overlooking the world-famous Rodeo Drive, home to more than 100 of the world's luxury brands, world-class art, and Michelin-starred restaurants, all housed in exemplary architect-designed boutiques along its palm tree-lined blocks. This location is one of the best in the world for shopping, and of course, expanding yourself as you dream bigger. As you enter the majestic gate inspired by Buckingham Palace, you're welcomed with the finest attention to detail. Gas lamps from Edinburgh and a cobblestone driveway with stone imported from Italy. You'll be received by the smiling faces of your welcoming gin brothers and sisters. You may even just run into a few famous faces, as Hollywood's rich and famous frequently grace its halls every day. And you may even recognize this hotel from the famous movie, Pretty Woman. Wow. Pretty Woman. Get privy to exclusive training available to only members at level 5 and above. This could be your event. the event that is the key to unlock all you've been dreaming of. See you there at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel in Beverly Hills, California.
Welcome back. I'll tell you what, it's going to be amazing. If you're not a member of the Global Information Network, consider it. If you join the Global Information Network, you get a free, all expense paid ticket to the event of your choice. You can go to the summer conference. You can go to the one coming up in the fall. And I can't tell, I want to say who we've just been talking to today. One of the greatest American success stories of all time, somebody who is one of the biggest movie stars of all time. He became governor of a state. There's a good chance he'll be speaking at our event. It's something you don't want to miss. So if you're not a member of the Global Information Network, really consider joining. If you do have goals, dreams, and desires, this could be an organization that gives you everything you need. It not only gives you the training and the courses, the Success Mastery course, the Science of Personal Mastery course, but most importantly, it gives you the ability to increase the size of your hippocampus, which is the one secret difference between wealthy people and those who aren't. And you're doing things. There's a whole list of things you do every day that's making it get smaller. That's why we call them failure habits. Success people have success habits, which make it get bigger. But it's also in their DNA. But if you don't come from a wealthy lineage, what are you going to do? Being part of a group is the number one singular most important thing you can do, as well as the money process to increase the size. But I'm going to give you something else for free. I'm going to really encourage you to join. Look, I know this stuff. It doesn't matter to me if you join or not, because quite frankly, if you join or if you don't join, it doesn't change my lifestyle. And it doesn't change my inner state of joy and happiness. But it will change yours. Think about it. If you don't join, what are you going to do? Nothing's going to change in your life. If you do join, at least you have a chance of getting better. So I'm going to sweeten it even more. If you join the Global Information Network, not only are you going to get a ticket to your choice, either this summer conference in Beverly Hills or the fall conference with me, 3 days in Chicago, I'm also going to give you a 5-night, 6-day luxury cruise on the Norwegian Cruise Line magnificent ship, the Pearl. We at GIN have taken over the entire ship for an entire week. Over 2,500 GIN members are going to be on that ship. Only GIN members. We own the ship for the entire week. I'm going to give you a ticket on that cruise, all expense paid. It's a $10,000 ticket. Meals, your rooms, all the meetings, all the activities, all expense paid. Absolutely free. All you have to do is become a member of the Global Information Network, become a level 1 member. That's it. And you get it for free. And it is selling out quick because members are booking their tickets. People are joining our club every day and registering. And there's obviously a limited number of cabins. I want to show you a little video here to let you know what to expect. But before I do, there are things that I can do on this ship that you can't do anywhere else because of the fact that you're on a ship with only GIN members. We see when we have events at hotels, there are other people in the hotel. There's other people all around the hotel. So the energy is different. It's spectacular. But on the ship, we have only our members. There's no counterintention energy. So the bubble of frequency that's on there is unique compared to anything else we do. Then when you get into open sea, where you have salt water all around, salt water has been used throughout for thousands and thousands of years to ward off evil spirits. Well, what it really means is to basically reduce negative frequency, low vibration frequency. That's what salt water does. You call them evil spirits because low vibration frequencies create bad things in your life. So when you're surrounded by the sea, on the ship, in this bubble of frequency, it's like nothing else that can be duplicated. I can then do energetic work and on you that I can't do anywhere else. And the increase in your frequency, your attractive power, your manifesting power, your creative power goes up exponentially and stays with you. It's like nothing else. So let me show you this video. You can come on this with me absolutely free. Let's take a look at this.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond the star, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. Beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. Beyond a doubt, my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet, I know we'll meet beyond the shore. We'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing.
All you got to do is go to globalinformationnetwork.com, globalinformationnetwork.com, sign up, become a member. You get assigned a member support coach who will reach out to you, help you navigate the website, make sure you get all the success training in our core training, the Success Master Course, the Science of Personal Master Course. But look, the greatest kept money-making secret of all time is something you can't read about in any book. You find a book that talks about the hippocampus. Talk about a book that mentions that all successful people did one thing. And those who didn't come from multi-families like Andrew Carnegie and so forth, Henry Ford, they didn't come from multi-families. But later, their brain changed. What changed it? There's a lot of things that can change it, but the two most powerful things that will change it is associating with other like-minded people and being part of a fraternal or organization, that you're connected with other people. This happens in a wealthy family, but if you're not in a wealthy family and you don't have those DNA connections, you have to be part of a group. And what group are you going to join? The Global Information Network is unlike anything else. So I'm really going to encourage you. And like I said, it doesn't change my lifestyle. I could care less if you join or not, because guess what? I live a magnificent life. Regardless of what the external conditions are, my life is wonderful, delicious, and magnificent. And I go to bed every night thinking, I love my life. I love it. Every day, no matter where I am in the world, no matter what the external conditions are. And when I wake up in the morning, I wake up thinking, I love my life. You can experience this too. Not just experience it, but this is a state that you can be anchored in and live every day. And when you want to manifest something, you can focus your mind, control it, and manifest it. Because the brain has been changed to broadcast that frequency like a laser beam, so you can. And right now, I can tell you, if I would look at your brain and we would do a brain scan and say, look, here's the size versus someone else of the hippocampus. You can look at this and let's look at the pineal gland and see if it's active or not. You can see it and go, look, you know, you have an engine in your car that's like a sewing machine. You can't drive very fast. And if you have a sewing machine engine in a plane, try to take off and fly. You can't. You need to increase the power. So what that means is you need to increase your broadcasting frequency power. And when you do, then when you apply the technique of visualization and feeling now as if you were in, you know, what's in Napoleon Hill's books or so forth, then it creates results. So the two most powerful things that you need are to be part of that association and really engage in it. And secondly, the money processes, which get rid of all the counter-intention blocks, which are keeping, remember I told you before, you've heard me say it, those who are in wealthy families don't have them. So it allows that part of the brain to grow. With those blocks, it's going to be slower and harder. It's going to feel like you're swimming upstream. Not that you can't manifest things, but you're going to be swimming upstream. So now hopefully you understand and you can say, it's not my fault. Now I get it. Now I understand. And you have the power. You have everything you need to change your situation and create the life you want. Remember, most importantly, that you are love and light. God dwells within you as you. Remember who you really are. Increase your awareness of your beauty, your magnificence, and your greatness. You were born to win. You were engineered for success. You were designed for accomplishment. And you were, by our Creator, endowed with the seeds of magnificence and greatness. God loves you. The universe loves you. And so do I. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this with everyone you know. I'm Kevin Trudeau. Looking forward to seeing you Wednesday, 1 o'clock, Chicago time.